My replica of the Harold Holt Swim Center is looking clean and sparse, and I need to fix that. So let the cluttification commence. On April 13th, 1954, Robert Menzies, leader of the Liberal Party, announced in Parliament the existence of a massive Soviet spy ring in Australia. There wasn't, and he was lying. But welcome to the Petrov affair, the defining moment of Cold War paranoia in Australia, key to the Liberal Party's rise to power. So Vladimir Petrov is a secretary at the Russian embassy to Australia in Canberra. And in 1953, he decides he wants to defect to Australia, which historians try really hard to portray as a noble or brave thing to do. But Vladimir Petrov, if you actually read the things that he was doing before he defected, he was a hopelessly incompetent, low-functioning alcoholic con artist running away from the consequences of his own actions. So Petrov makes the carefully considered decision to open up to one of his friends about wanting to defect, by which I mean he gets blackout drunk and leaks it to Dr. Michael Bialogoski, who is insane, evil, stupid, looks like this, and is also an undercover part-time ASIO agent. So he tells his bosses about Petrov, asks for a raise. His bosses say no because you're evil and stupid, we don't trust you or like you. And he goes, okay, I'm going to pretend to resign to make ASIO want me even more. And then ASIO accepted his resignation and he lost his job. Anyway, so ASIO starts courting Petrov for defection, and Petrov finds it stressful. He starts drinking more and then gets in 3 car accidents, nearly runs over a cop. And seeing all of this, ASIO director Charles Spry goes to Robert Menzies and says, hey, I want to give this out-of-control alcoholic $300,000 of taxpayers' money for everything that he knows. And then we should have a big public royal commission to educate the public about the evils of communism. And then, if Robert Menzies is to be believed, he reluctantly agreed to dramatically announce a royal commission into espionage 3 weeks before a federal election he was slated to lose. He makes the announcement, and opposition leader Doc Evatt has some concerns. Concern number 1. This royal commission is very publicly accusing people of treason, including multiple Labour Party staff members, but you have refused to share the evidence for these accusations with anybody, including the accused themselves, making it impossible for them to prepare the case for their own defense. Which is concerning because you've used that evidence as justification for massively expanding the powers of the Royal Commission itself, which Menzies responded to by calling Evatt names. So Evatt, who recognizes this Royal Commission as a political attack on the Labour Party, he decides to step in and defend the accused himself because he's one of the most respected legal practitioners on the planet at this point. So on his first day as defense counsel, he gets the commission to release the redacted evidence, which the Royal Commission responds to, apolitically mind you, by banning him from the remainder of proceedings and then slagging him off to the press. Now this won't surprise anybody, but Petrov's information was overwhelmingly useless. The Royal Commission found nobody guilty of wrongdoing, found no evidence of a massive Soviet spying ring, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Because just like Menzies' communism ban bill, this isn't about protecting Australia, it's about expanding police powers and tricking the Labour Party into defending communism so they can call them commies and then win the next election. And it's this deeply cynical strategy that is about to not just ruin the Labour Party for the next 20 years, but completely destroy Doc Evatt's life. To be continued.